girl Ryder here with Behind the Buzz, and today we have the pleasure of interviewing.
Tizzle, it's your boy Tizzle.
How you feeling, Tiz?
I'm amazing. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Thank you for asking.
Of course, of course.
So, getting to know you as an artist today, I'd like to start off with your why and what your art means to you.
Ooh, my why. My why is my outlet. I use music as my outlet. I feel like I'm a completely different person from like a day to day. Not to say that I don't no rap cap and shit like that, but it's like I use it to really express myself. A lot for my day to day. I'm in a position like I manage a restaurant. I'll full transparency. That's my 9 to 5, right?
Okay,
So
9 to 5.
I have a whole different face, from when I'm at work dealing with people all day, and when I'm coming home, I have to kind of adjust. It's a big adjustment, but my why is basically just my outlet from my life. I kind of talk about a lot that goes on with myself, my family, and just things that I deal with. So when I'm putting it all into my music, it's important because I felt like for a long time I really didn't get to do that. I had 2 other brothers, and being a middle child, I don't know if anybody in the audience is a middle child, but you don't get as much attention as you usually do and stuff like that. So I felt like, a lot of times I really didn't get to speak my piece a lot. And, when I got into just music, it was more so me kind of being able to do that. It gave me a lot of confidence within myself. And just it's important to me because I feel like I would go crazy if I didn't get to express myself. So that's why. That's my why.
So, is expression what inspired you to start making music?
Yeah, I would say it did inspire me to start making music. It inspired me to express myself, but when I getting into music was more so, it was more so recent, honestly, where I really just kind of honed into putting it into an art form.
Yeah, that was my next question. I was going to ask, how long have you been making music?
So, 2 years to answer your question.
Oh.
Right. I was always like a kind of like a freestyle. I would rap, when I was younger and like make little songs, but really honing into like recording stuff, really going to the studio. Yeah, I didn't start till 2021. And I really didn't put my first song down till 2021. And I was like, what gave me that confidence was going to an open mic. And I didn't perform this night, like it kind of dawned on me. And I was like, damn, I could kind of do this. This is tough. Like, people were doing their improv. They was doing poetry. You seeing all different types of stuff. And I'm like, well, damn, I know I can spit a little bit. So I could try, I think I can try to do this. So I started writing and I ended up making a song. And luckily my friend was, he was just started producing. So he was like, I think I got a beat for you. And that's how it started. So.
Okay, that sounds great. Is there anything about your experiences within your community that corresponds throughout your music, like where you're from?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I feel like a lot of times, a lot that's going on now, you got a lot of course, and it's always been like this. You get senseless killings, senseless shootings, a lot of carjackings, if y'all seen as well. I recently lost my uncle about a year ago to carjacking. Yeah, got him at a gas station. So stuff like that, I kind of really, it was part of my expression part as far as what I'm going to really say on the track, and just not letting that in, just not keeping that in, I mean. That was the biggest thing for me. It's a lot of things like that, and just the people around me, my friends, the things that they do, you got big influences around you. With that, I feel like everything around me kind of correlates to what comes out as my product in the end. But yes, absolutely. Things like that in the community, I always talk about that, especially like in my next tape. I really hone in on just the lifestyle that, I'm living in, that what I see around me and how it just affects me. So it's more so like a more personal kind of feel in my last drink. So.
Do you ever feel like leaving, like getting away?
Absolutely. I used to want to go out the country. I used to want to move out of the country. Like I didn't know where I wanted to go. I would say I used to want to go to France. because my best friend he used to go to France every summer, so like I would always talk to him from here, like, yeah, what you doing? Because that was the only person I would talk to, type shit. So like I would always say like, yeah, I'm gonna go to France once I graduate high school, thinking, you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna graduate high school, I'm gonna go to France. It was like little things like that, because I'm not gonna say like I hated it here, but it was like it will always be something going on.
Yeah.
And so it was just like it's always something. I felt like, and I know a lot of people feel like that too, but it's just like I felt like I just had to get out of here. So yes, I actually did want to go far.
Do you feel like your music will be able to take you away from this? Well, what you're talking about?
It can, as long as I keep expressing myself and as long as it's making me, content. I feel like it's more so based on how I'm feeling. That's really helping me produce what I do and kind of helping me write, helping me lay stuff down, because if not, then it's just going, where's it going to come from? Like, then that's where people start capping and they rap, and you know what I'm saying? That's where they like, oh, let me think of this. Like, you did not do none of this stuff you're talking about. So it just kind of comes with that being authentic. I feel like if I just keep coming from speaking from experience, speaking from my heart, even if it's, it can be just how I'm feeling about myself, about the day. As long as I keep it authentic, yes, it's always going to push me. It's always going to be what I want.
That sounds great. So on your Instagram, you have a pinned post of your first performance at Only Vibes, which is right across the street, I believe.
Yes.
You mentioned one of your favorite songs that you created is Perfect Timing. What makes it so special to you?
Perfect Timing. That was a song, and it kind of, Perfect Timing came to me off the random. Like, my producer sent me that beat about a couple days prior to me writing stuff on it. I love that beat, and I never stopped playing it when I first heard it. So it was one of them beats like you kind of just connected with. You was like, nah, I gotta write on this. Like, so once I did that, I kind of just kept playing it over and over again until I kind of just was like, this is it. And at the same time with Perfect Timing, because it took me about 2 days to write, just because I didn't know where I wanted to go with it, as far as just did I just want to talk my shit on it, or did I really want to kind of make it substantial at the same time. And I feel like with that, so I kind of spaced it out. I kind of gave myself a few bars, a couple hours, watched the movie, my favorite movies and stuff like that, just to kind of ease my mind and not necessarily kind of think about what I wanted to go with it. But with Perfect Timing, I just love the track so much because you got to see different aspects of, I talk about different aspects of me. And then when you want to get technical into like the music point of it, it's like I changed my flows a couple times, things like that. I just felt like it was just a complete song once it came out. And one of my favorite lines in Perfect Timing is like, I'm the king like I'm Kong. All the killers is on, taking people off for reasons unknown, but I stay strong. Keep the faith, I keep moving on. And that was right after everything happened with my uncle. And so I was like, yeah, that's going.
So do you feel like that's a substantial track?
Absolutely. And I feel like I have more just in my arsenal as well. But that's one of the ones, like, when I first started out, like, that first year was like, when I first performed at Only Vibes, that was my first time performing it ever.
Really?
Yeah, because that track, that was a rough I did. That was still a rough at the time, too. I think I didn't even drop it yet. So It was like, but it was one of them things, like, when you play it for people and they like, damn, this is hard. Like, you didn't even come out yet. And I'm like, damn, y'all don't even know what's coming. So,
perfect timing.
But yeah, it's perfect timing. So it was one of them tracks where I was like, yes, it was just complete for me. And yeah, I can play it anytime, any day.
Okay, so speaking of perfect timing, we see that you're a father. You have a new Scorpio baby on the rise.
Absolutely.
What has it been like having to balance your passion for making music with fatherhood, especially in preparation for your newest addition to the family?
Oh my God. Well, he just came on Thursday. So
Sophia,
yes,
baby.
he just came this Thursday at 4:01 p.m. He wasn't due to the 17th. So he came early on his time, which I guess is his perfect time. Being able to balance my artistry and my fatherhood. Well, this first week I can say I haven't slept yet. So once I get some sleep, maybe I can really figure it out. But I've always kind of had that impression that he's really going to drive me more to really put out even better stuff, because I don't know, that's my little man. Like, and it's so crazy because like I had 9 months to kind of think about it, you know what I'm saying? But whoo, once he actually come out, you like, damn, it's real. So I feel like he's gonna make everything better. I'm gonna have to find that balance, you know. Of course, it's gonna be a lot right now, but finding that balance is really gonna be part of my timing. In a way, yeah.
So is there anything personal about your music or creative process that your listeners might not know?
Everything that, like I said before, everything that I'm saying is coming from me. And I have not been doing this long. So I'm still learning a lot. It's a lot that I want to kind of do as far as just my versatility. If you hear a lot of my stuff, I'm just going straight through. I'm spitting shit. Like, I'm just going straight through. So I want to kind of incorporate more to it and make sure I have a lot more substance than I already have, you know, because the beats are great. My style's cool, but I always know, and as artists, everybody wants to grow and can do more. So it's like, I'm at that point where it's like, I want to do things. I want to do a lot more, but at the same time, it's like, I still want to be me. I don't want to kind of phase out from, you know, just kind of wanting to hit everything, because not everybody, you know, don't have that sound. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, do you feel like there's any music trend that you absolutely despise or that you would not ever want to be a part of?
Absolutely despise. Now, see, with me, I've always tried to love everything, but not everybody kind of, you know, will love everything. Heavy metal used to scare me as a kid, not gonna lie. So like, and then like, I kind of, you know, gotten used to it, just being around other artists and kind of trying to listen to this sound and be like, this is kind of how they're feeling. But at the same time, everybody has their preference. I would say metal, heavy metal. No.
Okay. And with that being said, what inspired the title? Start over. What inspired the title of your most recent project, Golden?
Golden. The concept of Golden actually started in high school. Like I said, I used to like kind of be like a little freestyle rapper a little bit. Like, I would do little freestyle joints. Like, back then there was like the iPhone challenge, and they would be like something on the iPhone. Something, like, you remember that? Yeah. So like, I did like a couple of videos of those, and like it would pop a little bit. And people were like, yeah, they was like, you should make a tape. And I forgot what I said. I think I was like, I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm the one that's chosen on the iPhone, something like that. And everybody's like, oh, he a golden boy. Like, they just started calling me Golden. They was like, damn, you should really make a tape called Golden. But at that time, I wasn't really taking like everything serious. So I'm like, yeah, cool. Then I'm like, table. So then I'm like, since this is my first project that I'm doing, and I'm actually taking it serious, I'm like, I gotta make it golden. I'm like, because that was kind of one thing I kind of felt had kind of stamped me a little bit as a rapper. I'm like, all right, yeah. But once I'm coming with Golden, and one of my favorite songs is Golden by Jill Scott. So I was like, it's a must. I felt like, so yeah, Golden came from that. Just
okay. And what would you say is your golden baby off the track?
Like, ooh, my golden baby. It's between I'll have my days, because like some days I'm like, nah, it's a Corey Baxter day, or this is a perfect timing day, like, you know what I'm saying. I would say just between Corey Baxter and Perfect Timing, just because Corey Baxter was like my very first track that I ever laid down on Golden. So with that, I felt like the process, just kind of experiencing how to record, things like that. With Corey Baxter, it was everything came together as like another complete song where I was like, damn, I can really do this. So that's like, those are like my two golden babies. I'm not gonna lie, but I have my days.
Okay, so last question. Do you see yourself pursuing a lifelong career in music?
A lifelong career in music, I do. And I feel like, just even if it's not with me constantly putting out music, I always want to be around it. I know that for a fact. And I say that because I'm like, okay, even if I stop making music, or whatever, something happens, I always want to kind of be an influence on somebody else's passion if they have that passion for music. And I want to be able to learn more and do more so I can help people do that. Because like I said, I always want to be around it. And I know that I can make an impact in one way or another, whether it's, kind of hosting shows like Behind the Buzz, or, you know what I'm saying, doing anything. Like,
would you rather be a producer or a ghostwriter?
I'd rather produce.
Really?
I'd rather produce.
So you'd rather be the one making the sounds that everybody experience?
Yes. Being that glue, that backbone to the song. Because, I mean, when people hear a song, first what's going to attract them is the beat. And you're like, who made this beat? Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of times you might have a producer, or it might be from you, and you really got that juice. Like, yeah, I made this joint, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I would say producing, though. Yes.
Okay. And as we reach the end of your interview, do you have anything that you would like to tell the people before we wrap things up?
I love the people. I love y'all. I love everybody. I always encourage people to be you, be yourself, and always do what you love. And that's on a real standpoint, because a lot of people are doing what they have to do, making it on a day-to-day where, they're kind of in different situations, and everybody's not as free as they want to do different things or do what they want to do. So do it while you can and love what you do. And then the other thing, I mean, I got a new project coming out very soon. Yeah. So
when you got a date, or you got anything you want to release, or you just gonna keep it hush hush?
I'll say the title is called King.
Okay.
So the title's
gonna be Golden, then you got King, you got real
royalty, good
energy over here. Yes.
It's always gonna push a positive vibe, absolutely. So my tape coming out, I'm pushing for January, but don't quote me on it.
Okay, and where can we find you on social media? You
can find me at King Tiz, KingTizz.
Okie dokie. Well, that's a wrap for this episode of Behind the Buzz's Baltimore session. Please be sure to follow Tizzle and Behind the Buzz on Instagram. Thanks again for your epic collaboration.
Thank you.